Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into the synthetic supply chain and breaking down exactly how AI is completely reshaping the world of logistics. We're going to look at this from literally every angle, for the business leaders trying to keep their competitive edge, the employees navigating a really fast-changing job market, and of course, everyday consumers who just want their packages to show up on time. The global supply chain is going through a massive transformation right now, and we're going to unpack exactly what that means for you.
All right, let's just jump right in and ask the massive, highly emotional question that absolutely everyone in the industry is thinking about right now. It's kind of the core anxiety of the modern workforce. Will artificial intelligence replace supply chain jobs? It's a question that naturally creates a lot of fear and uncertainty, right? People want to know if their years of hard-earned experience are basically about to be replaced by a newly deployed algorithm.
Well, the reality is not a simple black and white answer. It's actually a resounding yes and no. You see, AI is absolutely going to replace specific, repetitive tasks, but it won't completely replace skilled supply chain professionals. So instead of mass layoffs, we're really looking at a fundamental re-engineering of how work actually gets done. The logistics sector itself is going to survive and even grow, but the daily tasks within those jobs, those are about to look entirely different.
Now, what's really fascinating about this is how day-to-day operations are actually fundamentally changing, from the warehouse floor all the way up to the C-suite. We're moving away from this old era of localized, manual tracking and stepping into an era of synthetic, intelligent supply chains. This is where predictive data drives top-level executive strategy rather than people just reacting to problems on the ground. So how does this actually play out in the real world? Let's challenge a few assumptions and look at some specific examples.
Think about demand forecasting. We've always kind of assumed that to get highly accurate forecasts, you inevitably need a massive team of planners spending countless hours just staring at spreadsheets, trying to match up historical sales data with seasonal trends. That was the old way. It was slow and honestly pretty prone to human error. But the new way? AI systems can now analyze literally millions of varied data points in mere seconds. This generates incredibly accurate, dynamic forecasts almost instantly. For businesses, this modern forecasting means way less manual data wrangling and vastly faster, more agile decision-making.
So here is the crucial point. This new division of labor. Does this massive shift mean demand planners are suddenly out of a job? No way. The role is simply evolving. Instead of crunching numbers and building those foundational forecasts from scratch, planners are now going to focus entirely on interpreting the AI's insights. They'll use that data to make the high-level strategic decisions and manage those weird, unexpected exceptions that an algorithm just can't contextualize. Think of it like this. AI handles the heavy calculations, and humans handle the nuanced judgment. And it's not just happening on a computer screen. Let's step out of the digital realm and into the physical warehouse, because we are seeing an absolute revolution there too. We're talking thousands of automated robots, advanced sorting algorithms, and dynamic storage optimization all operating in real time. Now, why should businesses care about this? Because deploying these high-density robotic systems, like the ones Amazon has famously pioneered, drastically increases how much you can process while slashing operational costs. But here's the really important caveat. These state-of-the-art warehouses still absolutely require human managers, systems engineers, and operations leaders to actually oversee and direct these complex robotic fleets.
Out on the road, transportation is also being completely rewired by route optimization software. And how does this affect the average consumer? Because this is where it hits home for all of us. AI route optimization can instantly find the fastest, most cost-effective delivery networks by predicting traffic congestion, weather disruptions, and potential delivery delays way before a truck ever leaves the loading dock. Because the AI spots these roadblocks ahead of time, companies save a massive amount of money on fuel, and everyday consumers actually get their packages exactly when promised, avoiding those super frustrating delivery delays. It's a genuine win for the business and the consumer.
All right, so beyond those great consumer perks, let's bring the discussion back to the everyday impact on the workforce. It is time to address the elephant in the room and clarify exactly who is on the chopping block during this massive tech transition. We know AI is a powerful assistant, but who actually needs to worry about their current job becoming redundant?
When you look at it, the divide between vulnerable and secure jobs is surprisingly stark. If your day mostly consists of manual data entry, basic reporting, routine scheduling, or just simple inventory tracking, well, those rule-based activities are prime targets for automation. Those tasks can and definitely will be handed over to software. But if your role is focused on managing exceptions, high-level strategy and planning, exercising complex human judgment, or really interpreting the insights the AI is giving you, your position is incredibly secure. It's the highly repetitive tasks that are vanishing, not the strategic human minds.
Okay, so we've addressed the anxieties and looked at the harsh realities of automation. Let's shift gears and talk about empowerment. How can you, whether you're an employee or a business leader, proactively future-proof your career? What are the specific skills that are going to make you completely invaluable in an AI-driven logistics world?
Well, here is your exact blueprint for survival and growth. Moving forward, companies are going to be hunting for professionals who can seamlessly blend advanced tech with human intuition. They absolutely need you to understand data analysis, and you need to be proficient in actually operating these AI tools. But even more importantly, they need you to apply strategic business thinking. They need real people to step in and solve messy problems when the AI encounters a completely new situation. And for sure, they desperately need strong leadership and communication to guide their teams through these massive organizational changes.
And you know, the upside to all this disruption is honestly massive. Far from just eliminating traditional jobs, this technology is actively opening doors to entirely new, highly specialized career paths. We're seeing a huge surge in demand for AI supply chain analysts, supply chain data scientists, and automation managers. Roles like digital transformation leaders and AI operations specialists are essentially inventing best practices on the fly right now. These are vital jobs that barely even existed just a few short years ago, and today, they're some of the most sought-after positions in the global economy.
So, the overarching theme here? Partnership. The future is entirely about working alongside AI, not trying to compete with it. I mean, you simply cannot outcalculate a machine, and honestly, you really shouldn't try to. History consistently shows us that while paradigm-shifting technology undeniably changes jobs, it also creates vast, unprecedented new opportunities. The professionals who continuously learn, adapt quickly, and treat AI as a collaborative tool rather than an enemy are always going to find a way to thrive right alongside it.
And that really underscores our main takeaway from today's explainer. There's a phrase echoing through the logistics industry right now that just hits the nail on the head. The real threat isn't AI. The real threat is refusing to learn how to use AI. The true existential danger to your logistics career isn't the software itself. It's simply an unwillingness to adapt your mindset and learn the new tools. The demand for tech-savvy, adaptable professionals is literally only going to skyrocket as these supply chains get smarter and more connected.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final question to chew on. As global supply chains become vastly smarter and increasingly synthetic, will you step up to become the technology-savvy professional the future demands? The future of business unequivocally belongs to people who can seamlessly combine their deep logistics knowledge with powerful AI capabilities. So I encourage you to take these insights, go start exploring the AI tools available in your specific sector, and help build the future. Thanks so much for joining me.